If you want to learn Counter-Strike, you're at the right place. I'm Evie and I want to share my passion and experience about CS2 everywhere in the world. It's every Sunday, so you can subscribe. Vitality is the best team in the world and for now, the best team in CS2 history. At the time I'm writing this video, they are on the 30 match win streak. This is historic and they are dominating the world. And in this video, you're going to discover how they take the advantage in a truly powerful way. We will be using Inferno on T-side, and to understand why Vitality is so strong, you need to understand two things. First, there are two big dimensions in CS. Let's call them closed CS and opened CS. Closed CS is when the round starts 5 vs 5. Open CS is when a team has a man advantage, like a 5 vs 4 for example. Or when they have taken strategic control of an important area of the map. In these two dimensions, the way you play, the rules and the principles are completely different. We are going to talk about closed CS, so 5 vs 5, at the start of the round. We're going to talk about what is strong to gain the advantage and how Vitality does it better than anyone else. The second thing to understand is that there is a formula. There is a recipe to take the advantage. It's a theory I've developed and here is how it goes. To gain a man advantage, there are 3 key ingredients and you need at least 2 of them. First, trade capacity. This just means having a teammate ready to trade your entry fragger. Second, the element of surprise. This could be a trick, a break of a smoke, using a good spawn, changing the pace or faking pressure somewhere else. Third thing, impactful utility. Things like perfect pop flashes, support flashes, double flashes, powerful smokes or mollies, there is also a fourth ingredient that is more context-based. So think of it as 3 + 1 instead of 4. We will separate it with a little line to show that the first 3 are a bit more universal and essential, and the fourth is more situational. So the fourth thing is exploiting an advantage. It could be an economic advantage, a strategic one. It could also just be picking with an op since the weapon has an edge over a rifle, etc. Now that we've got our 3 + 1 ingredients and you understand that you need at least 2 of them to take advantage, it's time to enjoy some beautiful examples from Vitality versus MOUZ on the IEM Dallas final. And you will be even more surprised when you see what happens in some of these rounds. Alright, so here's a quick word about our sponsor and in 30 seconds we dive in. This video is sponsored by Skins Monkey. It's a website where you can trade your skins with a selection of skins as wide as the peak of Xantares. They offer $5 if you trade more than $10 of skins and $5 again if you trade more than $100 of skins. Everything is automated and secure. You can also buy skins with a good price and there is a 35% bonus if you use my code. You can see the code on your screen and click the link in the details. Now that you've got all the ingredients to understand one part of the beauty of Vitality's gameplay, let's turn the music up, open your eyes wide, get comfy and admire the power of Vitality.
one, and the Predator eats them all!
You know what, guys? Every single round I showed you, they won it. And now, look what happens when Vitality doesn't follow this recipe. You see these 3 examples? I've got something to tell you. Those are the only full buy rounds that Vitality lost on that side. And we are going to go even further. Let's look at MOUZ, who don't follow this recipe as closely. In those 4 rounds I showed you, MOUZ lost 3 of them. The topic of taking the advantage is incredible, and of course there are nuances. For example, on some maps it's much harder to trade like mid on Mirage because you get picked. Or you might send a solo player to play aggressively, but it's still to exploit their position, their information, or the pressure that they apply. Nuke is a good example, as you can see here. As you can see, there is some recipe for the success of a good round, and this is just a little part of all the things that we can talk about. Counter-Strike is infinite, and there is even teams that don't use this recipe, but Vitality, they do it very well. I think about Brazilian teams or Turkish teams that, for example, play a different game, a more aggressive games with less trade capacity but more duels. But as you can see, Vitality, they respect a lot this recipe. Inferno was the perfect example. There is so much things we can talk about, and I just ask you, if you want, you can tell me what do you want me to talk about in the next videos, and maybe you will give me some ideas. You never know. Thank you for following me. Thank you for your support. I see you next time. Bye bye.